So, told you how to basically number these guys so far. Now we have to tell them what DMX channels are. So, what we do is that we can hit. Let's say we want to just name this. We'll give this. We'll patch this guy in DMX channel 1 on universe 1, because remember on these advanced consoles they can work in multiple universes. So I could select it just by hitting that blue. Honestly, it's not the easiest way. It's by using the command line concept, which is this guy right here. What that little line I just showed you is basically what we're typing in here. It's going to display that as we type that, excuse me. So let's say if I hit fixture 1 and I want to say at. As you go down here, I see 1 at is what I typed in so far. That just basically shows you what the fixture is. It kind of helps you program. It helps you program a little bit faster. Sometimes it gets in the way, but I actually prefer to have it if I had to choose. Okay, so as you see here is a fixture patch window. This white space, these are the universes. Sorry, this white space within these universes are basically to say, as we patch things in, you'll see that get filled up with little blue lines, and what that means is it's a visual way to show you what you have available in that universe as far as DMX channels. Well, as we see here, this is wide open, so I'll click OK, and it patches just fine. So I see fixture 1, or studio color fixture 1, is patched at universe 1 at channel 1. Let's say if I wanted to do fixture 2 at, let's say I want to patch it at channel 50. Or if I set it at channel 50, as you'll notice here, there it is. Well, what if it's different universes? Well, there's actually a quick command line way to do that. If I want to fixture 3 at, in fact, back to that little blue line, as you see, they're starting to fill up right there. That's basically saying, hey, these channels are all used up, if you remember that. But back to where we are in fixture 2, I want to set that on universe 2. I could select universe 2 and type in the channel number, or I could just say universe 2 slash, so that just said universe 2, and the slash says what channel I want it at. Let's say if I want it at channel, let's choose 100, just for fun. So this kind of gives you a more of a visualization how universes and DMX channels work on this. Universe 1, here's a universe, and there's a colon, and then DMX channel to the right of that. Let me open up that window again, just by hitting add. You notice as the blue lines are starting to fill in because it's saying, hey, these are used up, you can't use them. And all these white spaces what's available. Okay, click cancel on that. Let's say if I make a mistake and I want to I patched it wrong, I can just select it, or I can hit a fixture 1 enter, or just 1 enter. That's basically saying fixture 1 enter, and I can just hit, and as you notice it's highlighted blue, just hit remove. And it says, are you sure you, well, not remove, it's say unpatch, excuse me. I could even select it, unpatch, select unpatch. If you want to remove them, do what I did. You can hit the fixture number, enter, and then hit remove, or you can select it with the mouse, make sure it's highlighted blue, hit remove. And then it'll say, are you sure you want to remove? You can click OK. I don't want to, so I'll click cancel. Well, you notice that's really kind of daunting if you have, if you can get up to 1,000 fixtures. It's really daunting to go one fixture at a time. So a quick way of doing this is that you can do a group of fixtures. You can go one. Let's say if I want to do fixture, this whole group right here. If I actually have them all lined up one after another, I can say, okay, well, backspace, because I actually typed some things in there. Backspace can help you get rid of information you typed in that command line, or commands you typed in here before. Let's see. Let's say, okay, fixtures 1 through 10. So there's a through button saying like a range of numbers. 1 through 10, enter. Now as you notice, I have them all selected and they're in the command line. I can just go ahead and say at, and I could hit enter, and it would be the same thing as starting channel 1. As you notice, I actually have universe 2 still selected, so I have to make sure universe is 1. Make sure, always double check that. I mean, you never know. accidentally selected on the wrong universe, then you'll be wondering why your fixtures won't work because they're patched wrong. But since I selected universe 1, I can just hit enter, and as you notice, it started at over here. It starts at universe 1 and goes straight down to 145, automatically programmed. Now, let's say if I'm going to unpatch those so we can start at the beginning. Well, what if I want to do all 39 at once, just the same way, 1 through 39 and then since it's already on universe 1, I can either say at 1, of course, or I can just hit enter if I want to start at channel 1. Bam. And as you notice, I've used up almost every channel on the that DMX universe, and it's all automatically patched in. And that's actually how Capture Polar set up this show. Is just like this, and you can follow these steps that I just did to patch it into the Capture show, like it's set up in the club sample show. And that's pretty much all there is to patch in. You can go in here and play around with it. You can even read the manual to get more in depth, but that's really the down and dirty, how to get started way of doing this. After you've typed in all these, you can go on the keyboard and hit backspace, or you can just hit this backspace button. It'll clear out everything that you've typed in down to the bottom. As you know, as you notice, all the fixtures are unselected. And when you're done with that, you can hit this little X, like in Windows, or you can hit the close button. Bam. Now we're ready to start programming shows. And I will start, and I will probably, well, I'm still debating if I should show you certain concepts about the hog before we start about programming, or should we dive into it? I haven't quite decided yet. Maybe I'll wait till later. But yeah, at this point, we're going to be talking about fixtures, real-world information, so we can forget about the DMX channels once they're all working properly and patched in properly. Of course, you want to check to make sure they're patched in properly. The quickest way you can check to see if they're patched in properly is by selecting, your fixture channels, or selecting your fixtures 1 through, 39 channels. Enter. Those are selected, and you can hit this highlight button, and basically that just opens up all the irises and turns everything on at full. That should, in theory, work, but it's not. I could probably have something highlighted wrong. Let's see if that gets it going. Nope, I can't see them. So for the next video, what I will do, I will double check to see what I did wrong, and if it's anything drastic, then I will show it in the next video as well, because you probably want to know, because yours probably isn't working as well. So anyway, so that's how to program fixtures in the Hog.